Hi guys, and welcome to my Premier League prediction for the upcoming season, which starts next Friday. First game, Arsenal versus Leicester. Obviously, we all know who we want to win and who will win. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to be going through who I think who will finish from 20th to first place. So starting off in 20th, if I'm looking down, because I've got predictions written on the paper, so if I keep on looking down, that's why. So in 20th position, I've picked Huddersfield because obviously they're not experienced in the Premier League. They've never been in the Premier League before, so I don't think they will adapt as quick. Same for Brighton. I think they'll finish 19th. I think they'll do a bit better than Huddersfield, but they still get relegated. But then you never know, they could prove me wrong and survive. In 18th place, I've put Swansea to get relegated because they're potentially going to lose Sigurdsson to Everton. Sigurdsson wants to leave, and that's their only decent player. I don't see another good player in Swansea other than Sigurdsson. In 17th, I've put Watford because they're very inconsistent. Their defence is not as good, not always scoring. So I think that factor could lead them to finish 17, lurking about in the relegation positions. In 16th, I've put Burnley for the same reason. They can be on and off at times. Sometimes players can play well, but sometimes they can play bad. So I've put them in 16th because I think that's when they will finish. In 15th, I've put Newcastle because they're very Premier League experienced. I've got a very Premier League experienced team, like for the likes of Richie, who's played for Bournemouth, Gale, who's played for Crystal Palace. He has Premier League experience, so I think they'll finish 15th. 14th, I think will be 14th. I think it's going to be Stoke. Even though they lost Arnautovic to West Ham, they still have Shaqiri, and it feels like as Arnautovic is not going to be there anymore, Shaqiri will step up, and I think they will finish 14th. And 13th, I've predicted Crystal Palace because we've got Benteke, and they've got some decent players, which I don't think they will get relegated, but I think they'll finish around mid-table, like 13ish. And if they do sign Mamadou Sakho, that'll be even. I think they might finish even a bit more higher. So in 12th place, I've placed West Brom. With Tony Pulis, he usually gets around bottom half of the table anyway. So I think they will finish around 12th. They signed Jay Rodriguez, and I think that's one of their noticeable signings. But he's very fragile, he always gets injured, he's very injury prone. If they keep him fit, then they could have a decent season on their hands. At 11th, I've put Southampton, because Southampton potentially going to lose Van Dijk to Liverpool. They don't really have any superstars like they used to have. Like they don't have Mane, they don't have Klein, they don't have Lallana. They don't have those types of players anymore. So I think that Southampton will finish 11th. So in 10th place, I think will go to Bournemouth. Bournemouth play good football. Eddie Howe's really appreciated. He's really young. He's got a good team. They can counter-attack. They've got some good defenders. Just signed Begovic, who's also a solid goalkeeper. So I think they have a good shot at hitting 10th. And number 9, I've put Leicester because they're potentially going to lose Mahrez, and Vardy's still there, but he's not been as consistent as he was when they won the league. And watching them in pre-season, Mahrez has looked impressive. Vardy hasn't done much. Mahrez has looked really good. So I think he may I don't think he'll reproduce as good as he was in the title-winning season, but I think he will do good based on pre-season. But that's just pre-season. Like anything can happen. In 8th, I pick West Ham. West Ham could finish higher because they made some good signs. Joe Hart, very good goalkeeper. Obviously, he's a bit miss and match, but he's just generally a good shot stopper. Got Zabaleta, who's got Premier League experience. He's very good, he's very solid. They've got Arnautovic. Well, he's not the most consistent player, but when he is playing good, he's very powerful. And then they've got probably the best signing for West Ham Hernan Chicharito, because they needed a striker and he's Premier League proven. He's a goal scorer. That's what you get with Hernandez. You get goals. So I think Chelsea, no, West Ham, sorry, will finish 8th. So in 7th, I've predicted Everton. They signed obviously a lot of players, signed Klaassen, Pickford, Keane, Rooney will be the main ones. I think Rooney will have a good season because obviously he'll get more game time, and I think he won't be back to his best, like his best season he had for Man United. But I think he'll do really, really well for Everton. I think get them into 7th. Now, before I carry on, from 6th to 1st was really, really, really hard to predict. Now just remember guys, this is my opinion, so yeah, this is what I think will happen. Obviously, it doesn't mean what's going to happen, it's just my opinion. So in number 6, I've put Man United. You might be thinking, what, Man United in 6th? I think they've sorted their attack out, but I think the defence is still a bit shaky. So that's why I've put Man United at 6th. Because yes, they've signed Lukaku and he's looked good in pre-season. Yes, Pogba's going to be more free due to the signing of Matic. But in my opinion, their defence is still shaky, and I don't think they will get Champions League or Europa League. So in 5th place, controversially, as being an Arsenal fan, I've put in 5th place Spurs. Put Spurs there because last Kyle Walker, Kieran Trippier's a decent replacement, but he's not as good as Kyle Walker, and they haven't signed anyone. They've got the same team. I think obviously Premier League, the defenders will learn how to defend against those players. It's just nothing new to learn to play against Spurs. So I think Spurs will finish 5th. In 4th, I put Arsenal. Obviously, I would want to have put them first, but it's not going to happen. I think Arsenal will get 4th. They will get Champions League because I reckon Wenger, he'll play like the youngsters in the Europa League, but still take the Europa League kind of seriously. And due to signing of Kolasinac, he looks really, really solid at the left back. And Lacazette is a goal scorer, as most people should know. Record transfer. I think he will bag in 20 goals minimum. I think he'll do really well. So in 3rd place, I put Chelsea. Now the reason Chelsea in 3rd, I don't think they'll retain the trophy. And second of all, they've signed Morata, but I don't think they can win the league with Morata. He's not like... I don't think they would sign Morata. Because yes, Morata is a good player, but he was mostly on the bench for Real Madrid. He proved himself at Juventus, brought back by Real Madrid. Didn't really play much, but when he played well. But it's just, if Morata gets used to the Premier League, then he'll do well, but I don't see Chelsea as a whole retaining the league. And number 2nd, I'll put Liverpool. I don't know why. Well, I do, but anyway, 2nd I've put Liverpool because they look really solid. I think, even though the defence is a bit shaky, it's got a bit more tighter. And I've signed obviously Mo Salah, who's been really good in pre-season. But then, that's just pre-season. And I think that he will have a good season. Mane will have a good season. Now, as I'm recording this, Neymar has just completed his move to PSG. So the future of Coutinho is just not sure. Like, he could leave now that Neymar's gone officially. Like, it's official. Neymar plays for PSG. So maybe Coutinho may leave. If Coutinho stays with Firmino, Salah, Mane, I think they will get 2nd place. And the team I've put to win the league is Man City. Now the reason why I've put Man City, they've made a lot of signings. They've signed Walker, Danilo, Mendy, Bernardo Silva. They're really good players. Walker's good, he's Premier League proven. Mendy's looked good when I've seen him in the Champions League. Silva's looked good when I've seen him in the Champions League. Still got Aguero, they've still got De Bruyne, they've still got Jesus, and if they keep them all fit, I think they'll win the league. So to reiterate guys, that's the end of the video. Like, subscribe, for all my links in the description. And just remember, guys, that this was my opinion, just what I think. So if you could leave positive comments and negative, that'd be good. And peace.